Colts at Panthers, and I like that you mentioned. Just this is my football savvy. Peyton Manning's switching up plays at the line, which we don't see a lot of quarterbacks do as much of. We don't see as many game generals anymore. And what shocked me about the Sunday night Panthers game is how much they rely on Cam Newton to actually call the plays at the line. He did an amazing amount of switching up the entire formation switches after they came to the line and called things out. Complete side note, that's just me being an overly buffoon, but he does have a horrible cadence in which he pretty much just says "hut" when he wants the ball. So it's not going to draw guys off sides or keep the defensive line on their toes, but they've really let him start managing games in an interesting way. So anyways, there's my audition for Fox Sports. Who do you pick? Who do you got? Who looks good? Not the Colts.
The line is Carolina minus 7.5.
Oh.
Over-unders at
Carolina.
40. Yeah, over-unders at 46.5.
Gotta listen better.
On the Panthers, I really like Jonathan Stewart. He's been getting the work. The only problem is that he's got a lot of vultures at the goal line. Mike Tolbert and Cam Newton. Are definitely
4,100 in DraftKings.
Yeah, I like that price a lot on DraftKings.
6,600 in FanDuel, which isn't bad. We know that FanDuel is always a little more expensive.
Yeah. The Colts are giving up 4.2 yards per carry, 122.7 yards per game on the ground so far this season. 8 rushing touchdowns. If I'm picking a player from Carolina, I'm going to pick Jonathan Stewart. I don't think Cam is a bad pick, but I really like Jonathan Stewart this week.
Cam is 8,000 at quarterback in FanDuel and 6,800 in DraftKings, which puts him right there with Rivers and Dalton in FanDuel. So he's generally up there. I see him. He could run for 70 yards this game. 75 yards.
Oh yeah.
So I like him this week, especially if you like keeping some PMR left for Monday night. Moncrief really fits in for me in that slot 2 wide receiver, just price-wise. But that's about all that I go with on this. And Jonathan Stewart, you already said it, so I don't need to. But his price is so good, and he's there's this thing with these slightly older running backs that have really resurged this year, and he's one of them that's running like a young guy.
He's always just had the problem of playing behind D'Angelo Williams, and then when Cam came along, just having people to take away his touchdowns. Because really, if he had scored touchdowns, he's only got, let's see, this season he has scored 2 touchdowns on the ground this season, and that's it. That's really what's been holding Jonathan Stewart back. So
yeah, you know what he's good for, and this he helped me a lot 2 weeks ago with this. He's really good in those smaller games. So if you take Sunday late through Monday, he's a great play for the price.
Okay, yeah, and that's a good point.
He's going to put up between 12 and 15 points at a very cheap price. At 4,100, the general rule is take their number, multiply it by 2, and then take out the zeros at the end. At 4,100, he's really worth 8.2 points. I'm sure he's going to get more than 8.2 points.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I'd take the over on that.
So I like him there. Oh, and then who's your kicker? You always pick a Monday night kicker.
That's right. I like a Monday night kicker, especially if I'm in a head-to-head or a smaller tournament or a double-up, and I need to get a piece of Monday night. Now, I have a lot of Stewart shares this week, so I'm not going to be totally married to a kicker on Monday night. But
you're backing out of your strategy already.
Well,
James.
again, we're recording this on Wednesday, so we have a lot of time. Graham Gano at 4,700 on, FanDuel's the only one that does a kicker. Or Vinatieri at 48. I'd probably take Gano.
All-time leading scorer in the NFL, right? Isn't that what Vinatieri is? Or he's like right up there?
Oh, yeah, he is, yeah.
You'd go with Gano.
I would go with Gano.